Git basic branching and merging. Let's go through a simple example of branching and merging with a workflow that you might use in the real world. You'll follow these steps. Do work on a website. Create a branch for a new story you're working on. Do some work in that branch. At this stage, you'll receive a call that another issue is critical and you need a hotfix. You'll do the following. Switch to your production branch. Create a branch to add the hotfix. After it's tested, merge the hotfix branch and push to production. Switch back to your original story and continue working. Basic branching. First, let's say you're working on your project and have a couple of commits already. Figure 3 to 10. A simple commit history. You've decided that you're going to work on issue number 53 in whatever issue tracking system your company uses. To create a branch and switch to it at the same time, you can run the git checkout command with the B switch. $git checkout BIS is 53 switched to a new branch, IS is 53. This is shorthand for $git branch IS is $53 git checkout IS is 53 figure 3 to 11. Creating a new branch pointer. You work on your website and do some commits. Doing so moves the IS is 53 branch forward, because you have it checked out, that is, your head is pointing to it. $vim index.html $git commit am added a new footer, issue 53, figure 3 to 12. The IS is 53 branch has moved forward with your work. Now you get the call that there is an issue with the website, and you need to fix it immediately. With Git, you don't have to deploy your fix along with the IS is 53 changes you've made, and you don't have to put a lot of effort into reverting those changes before you can work on applying your fix to what is in production. All you have to do is switch back to your master branch. However, before you do that, note that if your working directory or staging area has uncommitted changes that conflict with the branch you're checking out, Git won't let you switch branches. It's best to have a clean working state when you switch branches. There are ways to get around this, namely, stashing and commit amending, that we'll cover later on, in stashing and cleaning. For now, let's assume you've committed all your changes, so you can switch back to your master branch. $git checkout master switched to branch master. At this point, your project working directory is exactly the way it was before you started working on issue number 53, and you can concentrate on your hotfix. This is an important point to remember. When you switch branches, Git resets your working directory to look like it did the last time you committed on that branch. It adds, removes, and modifies files automatically to make sure your working copy is what the branch looked like on your last commit to it. Next, you have a hotfix to make. Let's create a hotfix branch on which to work until it's completed. $git checkout B hotfix switched to a new branch, hotfix, $vim index.html $git commit am, fixed the broken email address, hotfix 1FB 7853, fixed the broken email address 1 file changed, 2 insertions, plus, figure 3 to 13, hotfix branch based on master. You can run your tests, make sure the hotfix is what you want, and merge it back into your master branch to deploy to production. You do this with the git merge command. $git checkout master $git merge hotfix updating F42C 576, 3A0874C fast forward index.html, 2 1 file changed, 2 insertions, plus. You'll notice the phrase, fast forward, in that merge. Because the commit C4 pointed to by the branch hotfix you merged in was directly ahead of the commit C2 you were on, Git simply moves the pointer forward. To phrase that another way, when you try to merge one commit with a commit that can be reached by following the first commit's history, Git simplifies things by moving the pointer forward because there is no divergent work to merge together. This is called a fast forward. Your change is now in the snapshot of the commit pointed to by the master branch, and you can deploy the fix. Figure 3 to 14. Master is fast forwarded to hotfix. After your super important fix is deployed, you're ready to switch back to the work you were doing before you were interrupted. However, first you'll delete the hotfix branch, because you no longer need it. The master branch points at the same place. You can delete it with the D option to git branch. $git branch D hotfix deleted branch hotfix 3A0874C. Now you can switch back to your work in progress branch on issue number 53 and continue working on it. $git checkout IS is 53 switched to branch, IS is 53, $vim index.html $git commit am, finished the new footer, issue 53, IS is 53 add 82D7A, finished the new footer, issue 53, 1 file changed, 1 insertion, plus, figure 3 to 15. Work continues on IS is 53. It's worth noting here that the work you did in your hotfix branch is not contained in the files in your ISIS53 branch. If you need to pull it in, you can merge your master branch into your ISIS53 branch by running git merge master, or you can wait to integrate those changes until you decide to pull the ISIS53 branch back into master later. Basic merging. Suppose you've decided that your issue number 53 work is complete and ready to be merged into your master branch. In order to do that, you'll merge your ISIS53 branch into master, much like you merged your hotfix branch earlier. All you have to do is check out the branch you wish to merge into and then run the git merge command. $git checkout master switched to branch master, $git merge ISIS53 merge made by the recursive strategy. Index.html, 1+1 file changed, 1 insertion, plus. This looks a bit different than the hotfix merge you did earlier. In this case, your development history has diverged from some older point. Because the commit on the branch you're on isn't a direct ancestor of the branch you're merging in, Git has to do some work. In this case, Git does a simple three-way merge, using the two snapshots pointed to by the branch tips and the common ancestor of the two. Figure 3-16. 3 snapshots used in a typical merge. Instead of just moving the branch pointer forward, Git creates a new snapshot that results from this three-way merge and automatically creates a new commit that points to it. This is referred to as a merge commit, and is special in that it has more than one parent. Figure 3-17. A merge commit. It's worth pointing out that Git determines the best common ancestor to use for its merge base. This is different than older tools like CVS or Subversion, before version 1.5, where the developer doing the merge had to figure out the best merge base for themselves. This makes merging a heck of a lot easier in Git than in these other systems. Now that your work is merged in, you have no further need for the ISIS53 branch. You can close the ticket in your ticket tracking system, and delete the branch. $git branch DISIS53. Basic merge conflicts. Occasionally, this process doesn't go smoothly. If you changed the same part of the same file differently in the two branches you're merging together, Git won't be able to merge them cleanly. If your fix for issue number 53 modified the same part of a file as the hotfix, you'll get a merge conflict that looks something like this. $git merge ISIS53 auto merging index.html conflict content, merge conflict in index.html automatic merge failed, fix conflicts and then commit the result. Git hasn't automatically created a new merge commit. It has paused the process while you resolve the conflict. If you want to see which files are unmerged at any point after a merge conflict, you can run git status. $git status on branch master. You have unmerged paths. Fix conflicts and run git commit unmerged paths. Use git add an amp lt file an amp gt to mark resolution, both modified. Index.html no changes added to commit. Use git add and or git commit a. Anything that has merge conflicts and hasn't been resolved is listed as unmerged. Git adds standard conflict resolution markers to the files that have conflicts, so you can open them manually and resolve those conflicts. Your file contains a section that looks something like this: and amp lt, 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 head, index.html and amp lt, div it equals, footer, and amp, gt, contact, email support at github.com and amp lt div and amp gt and amp lt div it equals, footer, and amp gt. Please contact us at support at github.com and amp lt div and amp gt 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 and amp gt. ISIS53 index.html. This means the version in head, your master branch, because that was what you had checked out when you ran your merge command, is the top part of that block, everything above the smiley face, while the version in your ISIS53 branch looks like everything in the bottom part. In order to resolve the conflict, you have to either choose one side or the other or merge the contents yourself. For instance, you might resolve this conflict by replacing the entire block with this: and amp lt div it equals, footer, and amp gt. Please contact us at email.support at github.com and amp lt div and amp gt. This resolution has a little of each section, and the less than less than less than less than less than less than less than, and greater than 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 lines have been completely removed. After you've resolved each of these sections in each conflicted file, run git add on each file to mark it as resolved. Staging the file marks it as resolved in Git. If you want to use a graphical tool to resolve these issues, you can run git merge tool, which fires up an appropriate visual merge tool and walks you through the conflicts. $git merge tool. This message is displayed because merge.tool is not configured. See git merge tool, tool help, or git help config for more details. Git merge tool will now attempt to use one of the following tools: opendiff kdiff3tk diffxx diff meld tortoise merge g vimdiff diffuse diff merge merg p4 merge araxis bc3 cody compare vimdiff emerge merging index.html normal merge conflict for index.html local modified file remote modified file hit return to start merge resolution tool opendiff. If you want to use a merge tool other than the default, Git chose opendiff in this case because the command was run on a Mac. You can see all the supported tools listed at the top after one of the following tools. Just type the name of the tool you'd rather use. Note: if you need more advanced tools for resolving tricky merge conflicts, we cover more on merging and advanced merging. After you exit the merge tool, Git asks you if the merge was successful. If you tell the script that it was, it stages the file to mark it as resolved for you. You can run git status again to verify that all conflicts have been resolved. $git status on branch master. All conflicts fixed, but you are still merging. Use git commit to conclude merge changes to be committed, modified, index.html. If you're happy with that, and you verify that everything that had conflicts has been staged, you can type git commit to finalize the merge commit. The commit message by default looks something like this: merge branch is 53 conflicts index.html ##. It looks like you may be committing a merge. If this is not correct, please remove the file #git merge _head # and try again. Please enter the commit message for your changes. Line starting with will be ignored, and an empty message aborts the commit. On branch master all conflicts fixed, but you are still merging. Changes to be committed modified index.html #. You can modify that message with details about how you resolved the merge if you think it would be helpful to others looking at this merge in the future, why you did what you did, if it's not obvious. Previous, next.